All right, welcome in everyone. Bring up the stopwatch. We are going to time this today, I think, to see what the XP rates are exactly like with this method that I'm using while runecrafting law runes. So what I'm doing is basically just runecrafting law runes, and then I'm leaving the altar, running northwest to pick up seaweed, and even telegrabbing a couple of them, and then we're banking in Draenor village. One thing that I never really paid attention to in my previous streams was the XP per hour. Um, but I did say that I runecraft about 500 law runes. I want to see if if that's actually close or not. So if it is 500 law runes per hour, it should be 5k XP per hour. But I just want to make sure that that's what I'm getting. I mean, so that's why we have the timer on the screen today. So Runecraft XP is currently this 229,360. I could always just pull up the high scores too, I think. Yeah, we'll do that instead. I don't think I'm going to bother killing any unicorns today. I was doing that in my previous streams there, but I just don't feel like it this morning for some reason. We'll slap on some music pretty soon. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I actually mentioned that in my previous stream, not the one from the other day, but like 4 days ago. I brought that up actually because I ran into someone that wanted to woodcut with an addy axe, and I gave them a rune axe as well. Ex Told them that they pretty much can use a rune axe too at level 1 woodcutting. Oh wow. You know, that could be possible too, you know. Maybe that's just one of those things they overlooked. Hey, Dunspark, welcome in, guy. Haven't seen you in a while. Good day, good morning, good afternoon. I bought my rune essence. It's better to buy a rune or tongue twister. It's better to buy a rune essence. It's more efficient that way. It did the numbers. It's a lot more better to just buy them. You're still making a profit there, you know. But if you're just wanting 100% profit, then yeah, mining your rune essence also doesn't hurt. So I played some Gears E-Day yesterday. It was fun. Enjoyed the open beta yesterday. It's still running today, even too. I might play some more this afternoon, sometime after lunch. I don't have a lot happening today. Actually, that's at around 11 my time. I do, or I most likely will have to end the stream because I will be going to one of my. I'll be going to like a gathering, I guess, for or with the family. Sorry. So today's most likely going to be like a 4-hour stream, just like the last one. You might notice that the 10-hour looting video is taking some time to upload to the channel. Um, I'll go ahead and say it once more. We are having issues with the GPU, so I can't quite like render any videos right now, except for, I mean, streaming is pretty light on the GPU, so we can do that at least. This month is looking like just strictly a streaming month for the channel, which is unfortunate because I know I've gained like maybe 20, 30 subscribers that were enjoying the random uploads. And we'll see how the month goes regardless. I was so close to finishing that 10-hour looting video too, like editing wise. 80% done. Tried to edit it yesterday actually. And what does my computer do? It black screens on me. Black screens and resets itself and closes out the program. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're not going to push the GPU any further until I send it in for a replacement. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and reply to you instead. A while back, I was going to do 3 whip giveaways. Are you still going to? Haha. I sort of remember saying that. Didn't I say I was joking about that though? If anything, you know, when I get 85 Slayer, I'm definitely going to do some giveaways regardless, whether it's a Abyssal Whip or just in celebration, you know, for the Slayer level. If it's not three Abyssal Whips, we'll do like two of them at least and keep the third one for myself. You know, those Abyssal Whips will take a bit too as well to get as a drop, I would imagine. Would have to spend hours to get like three Abyssal Whip drops. How much profit do you make per hour with laws? We're gonna find that out today, actually. My previous streams that I've done so far this month, I didn't at all pay attention to see how many law runes I craft per hour, or even seaweed per hour too. That's another thing too. We didn't really pay much attention to that. This is why too we have the timer on screen for you today, so we can keep track of it together. I think that's what they're doing, yeah. That's why seaweed right now is pretty hot right now in the market. Hey Gabe, welcome in. Neat streams and sorry, I can't see your message. And something and random uploads, bruh. Oh man. You know, I'll figure it out. You know, I have my old GPU too that I could just, you know, swap out, but the thing about that though is um I would have to take it out of my daughter's PC because she's using it right now, right? She's using the old GPU, and I do want to upgrade her to a better PC though eventually, sometime down the road this month. This month, I mean this year. Um, so I mean, I guess I could just do it right early in the morning instead of streaming. You know, that might be a better idea actually. I am eligible though for a replacement for my graphics card, so that's nice. I never really have done any shipping, you know, having to return merchandise like this before, so it's a learning curve, but I'm pretty sure I have it or I know what I have to do now. Excuse me. On Monday or Tuesday next week, I will be finally sending in the GPU. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sold my last Zamrock robe bottom, my last two robe bottoms to someone in game like over a week ago. Just hit 30k magic logs, 25k bowstrings banked on my skiller. Let's go, Gabe. Are you going to be using that towards your own skills, or are you just planning to? Well, from the sounds of it, it looks like you're going to be using it towards fletching, right? Considering that you almost have the same amount for both magic logs and bowstring. All right, let's take a look at the market. What do we have today? We've got someone selling 10 glories for, am I reading that right? 275k? Did glories go up in price again? What the heck, man? What? Glories went up in price like crazy. 275k, 300k. Ah, man, if I just waited like a couple more weeks, I could have sold these or those uncut dragon stones and also the crystal keys that I sold too for probably more right now, but at this point it is what it is. I'm just going to assume the reason why they're up in price is because of the next update that's coming out hopefully soon. And by soon, I'm thinking like maybe September-ish, if not October. Personal use, also, I can't see your message there. Something you longs, so many need 15k more bowstrings. Huh. I see Easy is still trying to sell his law runes on the market. I wonder if he was able to sell any in these last couple of days. He still has over 40k law runes on for his. Huh. A lot of buyers today. Players are trying to buy 10k 10k law runes for 300 each, 310, 320, 330 GP. They're definitely taking advantage of the law rune prices. Considering that just like 2 weeks ago, I would say, you know, players were buying them for 360, no problem, 370 even. And at that point, sellers were trying to sell for 400 each, right? I mean, I was able to sell law runes for 400 like 2 weeks ago. But considering that we fell or lowered the price now to 360, no one wants to buy for 360 anymore. I don't get it. Honestly, when it comes to selling law runes on my end, I don't think I would go any lower than 350. Yeah, those Iron Newts are nice, GP. Shops sell them like very, very cheap. Make massive profit there for sure. Although it is XP wasting too, so if you're not big into that, I mean, I think all herblore ingredients are XP wasting, unless of course you're getting the ingredient from a drop. Me, I don't care so much. I'm just mentioning that for those who might want to do something like that, you know, buy Ionutes for some massive profit, GP. You could definitely get away with 250, 300 each for the Ionutes. Oh. That's a good method too. It's a pretty smart method to do when you're rune crafting air runes. Just head north or south from the altar and then go buy the Ionutes from the magic shop there in Port Sarim. Can make some profit that way too. It's nice. Air runes are so nice right at the moment. 40 GP, you could get away with selling those now for 40 GP. Oh, so you were, I see your message now, Gabe. It says, also have 15k long bows, so many need 15k more bowstrings. Mick says, almost anything like that. Sorry, 1 second. Almost anything like that is profitable. It's interesting. So many ways to make money right now in 2004Scape. It's awesome. Like, go a year back. Oh man, it's I think the only like 2 possible best ways to make some GP was through picking flax, mining rune essence, which is still popular to this day. But you didn't have anyone buying like things like seaweed, for example. You didn't. Or even bucket of sand, you know, very much. Or well, maybe they bought Ionutes actually, but I guess no one just didn't have the GP for that. One item that was pretty popular at first for Herblore, and also last year, if we're thinking last year, like say August, September-ish, I remember getting away with unicorn horns, selling those for like 1k each. That was nice. I did that for like 2 days and made like over 2 mil GP just by doing that. Everyone was, you know, wanting unicorn horns for the anti-poison pot and even the super anti-poison pots. Now it's kind of hard to sell those things, the unicorn horns. I don't think anyone has got an offer. Oh, someone's trying to buy 100 or 400 for 1.5k. I'm actually going to message them and see if they would be interested in mine. I was going to use mine for my own super anti-poison pots and for my own herblore level. Well, let's see how. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna hold on to them. They'll come in handy once Slayer is out. Won't have to invest in anti-poison pots very much. Super anti-poison pots. Yo, Wally, your streams are always so chill, bro. Gruffy in chat. Thank you. Mick says normal logs, arrow shafts are arrow shafts. Nobody is selling. Oh, arrow shafts too used to be pretty hot a year ago. Everyone was like Fletcher, you know, getting their Fletcher levels up still. I guess they just moved on to different training methods now. You could still sell normal logs though. Once in a while, you just gotta pay attention to the market. That's one of the reasons why too I do that every time I log in. I'll pull up the marketplace and I'll have it to the side here, and I'll pay attention to it pretty much the entire time while I'm gaming out. Because if something comes up and I think, you know, it's a it's a good offer, I'll go ahead either sell or buy, right? It's one of my favorite things to do when it comes to playing 2004Scape is just paying attention to the market, see what everyone's selling and buying. Like I bought 1,000 energy pots a month ago for 1K each. You look at energy pots now, they're 1.2K, I think, or 1.4K, about that. So I think I got pretty lucky there, and I got them for cheap. Um, but I also have very low amount now too. I have only 74, only 74 um, super or energy pots now. That was all because of the nature rune running from the general shop and then back to the altar. That took a lot of my energy pots. I would say like 700, 800, about that. And then the other 150 or so was used towards just uh, transportation, you know, around the game. I don't bother with the stalling method with the Ringo dueling. I just I don't want to make it like a daily thing, you know. I know some players do it every time, even if it's just as simple as going to, say, Sears Village Bank, right? From the Camelot teleport, they'll go ahead and spam ring the dueling ring, even from that in that distance. I mean, if that makes any sense. For questing too, it's popular now for questing, which is, I think, pretty smart to do, but at the same time, it's just not my game type of gameplay whatsoever. Gabe says, kind of from scratch, how many arrow shafts per hour can you make? I think you can make up to 6K. If you go to the lumber yard, there's a really good spot there for um, the lumber yard, just like outside of Varek there. There's a good spot there for arrow shafts. There, you have like normal logs on ground that you can pick up. You also have like regular trees, or I think they're called dead trees. There's a few of those as well in the lumberyard that you can cut down at the same time. It's about 6,000 arrow shafts per hour. That's what I was getting when I did that. Hey man, you might have to get me next time. I think today is just I'm just gonna be like runecrafting law runes the entire time. How many active players? We have about between 250 300 on online every day. Total active players, I would say about 700 players, 800 maybe. Big shout out to who it was or whoever it was in the stream. Someone told me to use the game necklace teleport to get here quicker. So much better from running from Felidor. I used to just run from Felidor teleport to get here, and it's so much quicker just teleport into the games room. So big shout out to whoever that was. Can you not make the tiara so you have one invent space? No. The tiara is not yet in the game. It doesn't exist right now. We are currently playing. Hang on, let me just go to the front page. I think we're playing like November 2004 version of RuneScape. I think that's what it is. Let me just go ahead and. Yeah, November 24, 2004 is what we're playing. The Tiara doesn't come out till like March 2005, I think, or update when it comes to updates. Let's see. Nope, June 13th, 2005 is when the Tiara was released. So we're still like 2 revisions away, so basically 2 updates away from that, I would say, maybe 3. $6K arrow shafts is only like 100K per hour. Yeah. It's not a lot, but I mean, if you're just like starting out your account, it's not bad money. You cannot make new accounts with Discord. Tried a couple weeks ago. It just kept giving me a new Discord to be verified. Error message, even though my Discord is verified to FA. I was able to make some new accounts. Not that I play on them. They're both sitting at like 0 hours. I only made them for to help out some players in game for or with the Shield of Rav quests. Pretty sure you can make new accounts with the exact same Discord. I don't think you need to make a separate Discord to make a new account. You could use the same Discord account to make multiple accounts if you want. Just remember not to multi-log in, otherwise you're for sure gonna get banned. It's a good way to get banned. let's make that just a little smaller. Um, something maybe like something like this, I think. Sort of paying attention right now to the market right now. I don't know how well you guys could see that, but that's what we're doing here. So if I'm not talking, guys, I'm just paying attention to the market. Either that or I just don't know what to say. Streaming is just like, it's a different ball game. I said this already, like, that should be fine, I think, for, I don't know how well you guys could see that. I could always just like take it off screen too if you guys um, don't mind or care about so much. I see Dragon Bones are still like 3K. You can't make a interesting. Hmm. Even with the same Discord, you can't make a new account. You know, I would reach out to the team on the forums. Just go to the forums. I think, you know what? I think you need Discord or an account actually. Um, I think what I'm gonna do for you guys, I'll post myself. Because if your Discord accounts aren't working and you can't make a new account, that's a problem right there because you should be able to make a new account. I'll go ahead and reach out to someone on the forums for you guys and see what's going on. You guys are just getting like an error message, right? Do you guys already have accounts or are you guys just trying to start like a new account? I mean, I know Campus there said that he can't make a new account, but I just want to make sure that hey, we may have an ultimate Iron Man here. Unpower orb drops right there. gonna go ahead and take a screenshot of what you guys said, so that way I can. Yeah, it looks like someone's playing like Ultimate Iron Man. I mean, solo. I didn't even notice the. Either Ultimate Iron Man or Iron Man account, considering their name is Jasmine Solo. Now I'm not logged in for some reason on the forums? What? Something's going on. I mean, there's a post right here too that you can go over. Maybe follow those steps. This invalid 2FA code, please try again. Ensure you're entering the code displayed in the Authenticator app. Ensure your device's time is synced correctly, as 2FA apps rely on accurate time settings. Check your Authenticator app settings for a time correction option. It sounds like maybe that could help you guys, maybe? You need a verified email address or a phone number for this procedure. Weird. I'm not logged in right now on the forums. I don't know why. Just got logged out. I'm gonna try to log in actually. 1 second. I'm gonna take the window off the screen and try to log in here just using my Discord. Oh, that's what it's telling you when you want to create a new account. At that point, if you don't want to use your personal email, you could always just create a new Gmail or something, right? Just entirely for 2004Scape. I ended up using my one of my emails that I've had now for a few years, and you could say it's like one of my personal emails, but not really at the same time. So yeah, if it's if it wants a verified email, that's what I would do. I would just make like the entire new email, Gmail account. That would work too, I think. It seems that too. I don't even know if my mic's muted. Oh, it is. It's not. Uh, Looking at the troubleshooting steps for the setup for two-step factor and also like new accounts, um, there is at the bottom of the post on that post from Mod Jad, where if you do encounter issues or have questions about setting up 2FA, this would even include like new accounts, right? Just to follow through player support. So there's a link there that you could reach out to them, and then one of the team members will get back to you on your issue there. Because I don't understand what's really going on your guys' end. So yeah, just go to the forums and look for the it's a pinned topic. It's should be right on the top there. How to set up two-factor authentication on your Lost City accounts. That's what I would do if I like was experiencing trouble making a new account. I would reach out to the team on there. They're pretty good at, you know, getting back to you too.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life.
I think it's time for a second cup of coffee here very soon, guys. So as soon as we hit the 1 hour mark on screen, we're gonna go ahead and just take maybe like a 2 minute break. Just grab the second cup.
Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, you're the question, you're the answer. Oh, bring the animal back to life. Oh, bring the energy one more time. Oh, if you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this soul to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, feel the moment, feel the power. Oh, bring the animal back to life. Oh, bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time.
This looks like my last trip here for the hour mark. So we can pretty much, once we craft the law runes here, we can pretty much go from there. Calculate the XP per hour in Runecraft while looting seaweed. Alright, so 4.9k per hour. So that's 494 law runes are being crafted per hour while looting seaweed. For seaweed, I think we started at 789 and we have 955, I think, in the bank, so 166. I think it could have been like 186 if it weren't for the Iron Man account that was looting there for a while there, Jasmine Solo. Kind of missed out on like 16 seaweed there, I think, or maybe 24 actually. So we'll call it 16. This is 182. Yeah, 182 seaweed per hour. I don't know why I did that. So seaweed alone is about 145k in GP per hour. And then for the law runes now, because we bought our rune essence, sorry. 400, what was that number? 494? So 98.8k for the rune essence. $360 GP. We are looking at just over 200k GP per hour. 224k GP per hour is what we're looking at. doing this method, which I think is pretty decent, 224K. Hey, Adrian. All right, guys, I'm gonna world hop here, and uh, you know what? Let's just. I don't want to keep them waiting too long. We'll world hop and trade the player. Right now, no, I don't keep the battle staffs. I think, let's see, if I were to do the math right now, so 1.6K plus nature runes like 340, that's 1.9K. What are battle staffs? Battle staffs, what are those high elk for? 4.2K high elk, huh? Wow. There's some massive profit there that I've just lost, huh? 2.2K profit basically if you buy all the materials, buy the buckets, buy the seaweed. Because of battle staff high elks for 4.2K. Wait, you're still stuck having to buy the battle staff though. That's I think the battle staff sells for like 5K, I think, in the shops. No, 7K. Hmm. Sorry, 151, I just sold them. People who use their current name and password match in OSRS got hacked a few weeks ago, never use the same passwords. Yeah, that's for sure. No, it's just like Nightmare RH says all the time, in some of his videos at least. Uh, when it comes down to making 2004Scape videos, he will mention that, like, hey, don't use a universal password, right? Because if so, you're gonna get hacked. You're gonna get hacked for sure if you use the same password on your emails and stuff. Just write it down, you don't have to necessarily write it down on your computer. Just grab some sticky notes, slap them on the wall or on your PC. As long as you can trust your trust your whoever is in the house with you, right? Or just stick them under your desk or whatever. And then yeah, you will never forget your passwords now for all your accounts. I have a different password for all of my accounts: Netflix, Disney, Prime, Amazon, um, for my RuneScape accounts, Xbox even. That's another thing that's pretty scary about it too. Data breaches. That sort of thing can happen too. Like it's happened on, I believe, on Xbox. Yeah, it's happened on Microsoft Xbox accounts. Was it Xbox or was it something else? It was like a big breach or something that happened on one of the games. I think it was like, oh, why don't I just Google this? Xbox breach. Which game had? I think it was. I remember now. It was Rainbow Six Siege. Which game had a massive breach? Rainbow Six Siege suffered a massive security breach on December 27, 2025. Hackers infiltrated Ubisoft servers, granting players billions of in-game credits, unlocking all cosmetic and developer-only skins, and manipulating the ban feed before Ubisoft took the game offline to roll back the unauthorization transactions. Other notable gaming breaches were GTA 4 in 2022. An intruder leaked over 90 videos of early GTA 4 gameplay, making one of the biggest data leaks in history. Electronic Arts suffered a breach in 2021. Hackers stole 780 gigabytes of source code, including files for FIFA 21 and Frostbite engine. Game Freak 2024, a major breach leaked employee personal data and confidential files regarding future Pokemon projects. Whoops, logged out.
Don't look at the past, no, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last.
Consider more expansion like forking it. AI probably going to accelerate the process. If you type your password backward, it blocks it. Back in the day, it used to show your last IP on login. You could make a level 3 account, tell the person to log in, and then take their IP, and people would get them at Dual Arena or in Risk fights. Target and PlayStation affected millions of personal data. I think no data is safe. There was also the cloud hack with iCloud. I sort of remember hearing something about cloud too. You know, it's probably too best to not to use your personal email either. You know, if you got a personal professional email, you know, just I would just stick to making a new email. I mean, if you've already kind of made the account already, with your personal email, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, there's some serious and scary hackers out there. I don't know how the heck it's got to be a small team of like I don't think it would be like just one person, but who knows? Kill unicorns. Uh, not today. Not today because I'm more focused on the XP today. Even though in my previous random uploads I've said I'm not going to pay much attention to level or XP, right? It's more the GP here. Um, I also wanted to just focus on the GP as well because with the unicorn horns, I'm not really going to be using that towards GP. It's more just for super anti-poison pots, and I'm comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable with what I have at the moment. 120 plus super anti-poison pots. That's good for now. However, in the future, maybe sometime when I run out of super anti-poison pots or about to run out of super anti-poison pots, I'll go ahead and continue with the unicorns. But for I think just for today's stream, we're just going to just focus on law rune crafting and picking up seaweed. In other words, I, I don't feel like punching out unicorns this morning. We're gonna be getting 90 or 59, excuse me, 59 runecraft today. Let's go. How far are we from that now? We, yeah, call it 13K away from it. We're getting like 4.9K at the moment. 2.5 hours. So yeah, we'll get the level just full before the stream ends, pretty much. That's gonna be nice. I'm looking forward to that because right now cosmic runes they still sell on the market. Players still buy these, and at 59 runecraft, I'll be able to double runecraft cosmic runes. So there would be a lot of profit right there too. Probably do a, excuse me, um, maybe do a 10-hour stream just cosmic rune crafting. I'm kidding, guys. Like, I don't think I could pull off a 10-hour stream. Oh man. When I did that 6-hour stream, when was that? August, was it August 3rd or end of July? That 6-hour stream that I did, man, I was beat. I was like pretty tired from gaming. I didn't even jump on the Xbox. I love this era. Unfortunately, it's not an official game and will one day be gone like most servers. It's not worth the risk of loss. If anything happened to these servers, like where it just completely was like taken off the internet, we would all have an offline version on our PCs. Our progress that we've made would still be there. We just won't be able to play with each other unless, of course, one of us like decides, hey, let's boot it up again. But then again, if it's got taken down for some reason, I would imagine the same thing would happen too if a group of us decided to bring it back online. Um, However, I'm not at all worried about that. Here's the thing: 2004Scape Lost City has been now out there for over a year and a half now. J- Jagex is well aware of the game. I'm pretty sure of that, and it's a non-profit. It's non-profit, right? It's they're not like the devs on this game or moderators on this game. They're not making anything, doing this. It's strictly just voluntarily put together, and they're not making any profit. So it's not bothering Jagex, and at that point, I think it's safe to say, like, hey, this game is going to be around for a while. And you have to remember too, like a lot of things too will come to an end, no matter what it is. I mean, think about other games on other platforms. Let me try to think of a good game to think of that just recently shut down after being around for a few years. Things like that happen. I know Destiny 2 is talking about shutting their servers down. I don't know if that's already happened. Um, oh, supposedly, never mind. Apparently, according to AI, let's see, Bungie ended major yearly expansions and active live service development after releasing its final content on June 9, 2026. The server remains active and the game is fully playable like the original Destiny. Okay. Oh my god, did it to myself again. I forgot to bring the glory. Yeah, I seen that, Adrian. Sorry it took me a while to get to your message there. I seen that players were buying them for like 1.5K, but when it comes down to the unicorn horns, I'm not at all in it for the GP. It's mainly just for myself, my own use. Once I like 139, maybe I'll push this to 150 actually. 150 super antipods will be, I think, enough for the Slayer task at, the Calphite worker or Calphite soldiers or something. Definitely going to take on the Calphite soldiers for the Slayer task versus the Calphite Guardians. Although you do get more Slayer XP out of the Guardians, it's just I don't think it's going to be worth it though. I'm I'm sure though that when Slayer gets released, if we don't have more than 4 worlds, that's going to be a problem because let's say there's 10 of us, or maybe not even 10, but 5 of us, or even 3 of us have the same Slayer task like Calphites, right? Guaranteed, it's going to be tough to get that Slayer task finished because there's really only the one spot, for the Calphite soldiers. And I would imagine those who are there would already have cannons set up and stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be some crashing that's gonna happen there for sure, especially if you don't have the cannon. And even if you do have the cannon, I'm pretty sure players are going to crash each other nonetheless. So I'm hoping when Slayer does get released, we have at least 10 worlds. But that I think is kind of pushing it. Um, I think it would be pretty healthy at 8 worlds even. We'll see how it goes. I was meaning to go for my second cup of coffee like a half an hour ago, but maybe this trip I will. Once we get on to Antrana Island, I'll go ahead and log out. I should only be 2 minutes. Alright guys, I will be right back in like 2 minutes. back, guys. Sorry about that. That took longer than 2 minutes. Hey, Adrian, I was meaning to ask you this the other day. Do you also play 2004Scape or do you just watch it? Can't remember if you told me if you played or not. I see. Okay. I see where everyone's going at with the orbs. Really depends, huh? It seems that, well, let's see here. Players are trying to just buy them for 1.2k. The unpowered orbs, but there are players trying to sell for 1.4, 1.5k on the market. Don't know how often those sell.
Sometimes all you need is a little bit of confidence. Sometimes just a little bit of self-respect.
Uh,
Now it's
didn't
my
I just
time to
kill
step
two
out of my comfort
unicorns?
zone
Where's the other girl?
and take a chance. When I saw you coming out of the school that day, I knew you'd never be mine. Never. It's just me in my own skin. Me in my own skin. Nobody's buying my lies, but that's no surprise. It's just me in my own skin. Skin.
man, I seriously gotta add some more music to the playlist here. I'll have to go through like the audio library, sorry, library on YouTube here. That's where I'm getting the music list from.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I
Hey,
don't
there's
take sh
a trading event happening today. I just realized that, or noticed that. World 2 Series trade event plus a 10 mil drop party. Uh, it's a party room and floor drop today at 6 p.m. Eastern time. can't believe how much like swordfish went up in price. I think swordfish is like 350 GP. I remember like what, 8 months ago or something, I bought like a bunch of swordfish for like 200 GP. Sorry if I didn't respond if you were talking to me. No problem, Adrian. I think I just asked if you were playing too. I was asking if you played 2004Scape too, because I don't remember if you told me or not. You finally made an account, let's go. So I guess, did you figure it out on your own or did a team member help you on the forums? Oh my god, that was so much quicker. I don't know if you guys caught that. But instead of closing the window on the top right screen when you have the bank open, just click on the report abuse button. I learned that from Autumn. I think he pronounces his second name. Always get a tongue twister on that. Allergy or something? Autumn allergy. I might have butchered that one, but that's where I learned that from. I was in his stream when he was streaming like a week ago or 2 weeks ago now, and he was doing that while fletching. I was like, interesting. I'm gonna try that, and that was actually my first time trying that. So definitely gonna start doing that now. You don't play, but I enjoy watching 2004 Scape content. Don't really play games nowadays. Oh, interesting. It's interesting because like when it comes down to me like gaming out, like especially on 2004Scape here, if I'm not like streaming or if I'm not making a video or anything, and I'll sometimes like watch other streams that are playing. It doesn't have to be 2004Scape, but if there is someone on 2004Scape's, sorry, streaming, I would hop in there and just kind of watch them play as I play too, right? It helps pass time. You know who I wish still made like videos or even streamed? Uh, Pause. I don't know if you guys heard of him. Pause, like Pawz. He's actually the one that got me into 2004Scape. His videos. When he used to do podcasts for his channel, um, he was talking about doing more podcasts for 2004Scape content and also with other creators. I guess I don't know what happened. I guess he just made the two podcasts and just maybe he just doesn't have time anymore to go with another podcast, or maybe there's just not enough creators to invite to the podcast. Because he's done two of them already. And you don't have to be a content creator to do it either. If you're doing really awesome on the high scores, like if you're noticeably like up there on the high scores, he'll probably like I think I'm just assuming all of this. I think he pretty much like reached out to players that were top 10 on the high scores and did a podcast with them. I know Dog was one of them. Um, uh, I know there was Pasta or Autumn. Um, Pizzazz, like even just I don't know, some of the other team too that he interviewed. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what happened to making a third podcast. I really enjoyed watching those. I'm surprised he hasn't like reached out to Nightmare RH or something, and brought him on a podcast along with maybe a few others. I would be like totally down for a podcast, although that I think I might even I don't know. I know for sure I would like mess up on some of my questions, and that would be the thing there. Um, that would make me somewhat a little hesitant to do it fully. But I remember at the time I was pretty down to do a podcast with Paz and whoever else he thought to bring on the podcast. Whoops. I wonder if I could just click on the mini map to get out of the bank. I'm gonna try that next one. No, I don't. A lot of it's just left clicking for me and right clicking and arrow keys. That's really all it is. A yum, uh, welcome in, guy. A yum, blue. A yama blue. My RC level is 58. Gonna be 59 RC today though. How the heck did crops get over here so quickly? Okay, no, that works. Just click on the minimap to exit the window. The F2P guy though, yeah. Playing on Members World though. The name sticks though, because 2004Scape Lost City is free to play. Hey man, welcome in. I see the pumpkin went up in price. I sold my pumpkin, what, like 2 months ago for 90 mil. It went up in prices. You could easily sell it now for like 130 mil now, 140 mil if you're lucky. So if I just waited 2 more months, I would have had over 100 mil cash stack right now. It's alright though.
Yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness.
Oh yeah, yeah. 90 mil. I remember though, before selling it for that price, I think I was like what was it now? January, pretty much January 2026 here. I remember trying to sell it for like 25 mil. I did get an offer for like 22 mil, but I was pretty firm at 25 mil. So if that player is like, hey, you know what? I'll go ahead, add 3 more mil, I would have sold it then. I was pretty firm. I posted it on the market a couple of times for like 25 mil, and I've gotten offers like 18 mil plus some items, and I've got 22 mil cash. That's the one that I was just talking about. If he just added 3 more mil to his prof or to the cash stack, I would have accepted it. And he would have made a nice profit, you know, later on. Because I sold that pumpkin, what, in June, I think? So 2 months ago, like I said. So yeah, yeah, I did well, regardless of it being like 130 mil now, 140 mil. I can see the pumpkin going for 200 mil maybe in a year from now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's at 200 mil then. And another reason too why I sold the pumpkin is because it's just sitting in the bank, you know. It's nice to look at on, you know, like if I bring it up on a video or I bring it up during a stream. Yeah, you know, it's cool to see. But when I'm playing offline, like if I'm not streaming or if I'm not making a video, you know, it's just like I said, it's just sitting there in the bank, and that's just what my mindset was at with the pumpkin. It's like, you know, it's purely cosmetic. No one gets extra bonuses here. It's just sitting there collecting dust, so that's why too I sold the pumpkin. Yes, it's a rare item, but I mean, and another thing too, if you take it out of the bank, to be on the safe side, you want to have it in noted form because the first option is eat. So if you eat that thing, you can say goodbye to a lot of your GP. And just the pumpkin itself, you could say goodbye to it. Yeah, so if it weren't for the pumpkin, guys, my bank would be most likely like a 40 mil bank. That's it. Right now, as it is, as it stands, I mean, my bank um, is about 120, 130 mil. If I were to sell everything and high elk everything, it's about 120, 130 mil bank. There are players though that are sitting at like 1 bill banks now because of the rare items. And even without the rare items, you know, I know that before rare items were added to the game, I think um, there were some players that were sitting at well over 500 mil bank, close to 1 bill. without the rare items. So now that there's rare items, their bank pretty much just doubled. You know, it went from 1 bill banks to 2 bill banks now. Makes me curious now to see who has like the biggest bank. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has 2 bill bank right now. Who? I don't know who would have that, but I think Dead Body might have that actually. Dead Body might have like a 2 bill bank. I think before PK was like banned, I think he had over a 1 bill bank. I think. He was pretty stacked, that guy, with GP and items. You know, too, another thing too, I was just thinking about it just now. Now that I'm runecrafting into runecrafting law runes and possibly some nature runes on the side or cosmic runes, one of the two. Um, or even when I get to 71 runecraft, I'll be able to double runecraft chaos runes at that point. But anyways, now that I'm runecrafting for GP, I could very well make my bank much larger, maybe 300 mil bank in the future, a year from now, pretty much. If I'm consistent with it, oh yeah, I can make like a 300 mil bank doing this. So we'll see what the account looks like from a year from now. I know it's like quite a ways, but I mean, you know how time goes. It just goes fast. Maybe a year or two, in a year I'll be able to finally afford my Halloween mask if they don't like go up in price. I would like to buy myself a Halloween mask eventually. It's one of it's just one of those things, you know, that I just never had the opportunity or to experience that. I mean, just you, it's just crazy how prices went up so high. I remember Halloween masks during the rare event weekends being like 50 mil. Those who bought it for 50 mil, you guys did really well with that. I couldn't afford it at the time though. My bank was only like what, not even 10 mil at the time. Spent way too much time training my combat level and not money making. I think the Halloween mask is like 250 mil, although there's like a couple players trying to sell it for 400 mil, which is crazy. No, thank you. I'd be willing to pay 200 mil. 200 mil, maybe 220 mil. We'll see though. We'll see what the prices are like next year. If it goes up any more than 400 mil, I think at that point I could just accept like just the fact that I just will never be able to afford a Halloween mask, unfortunately. That's actually one of the items I wanted from the rare event weekends. It was funny because in that stream, my final stream for the rare event weekends, on the final day, I said in my stream somewhere, I'd be happy with just a pumpkin at this point. And sure enough, I got the pumpkin. Got it just within the last 15 minutes of the rare event weekends. There was like 15-minute countdown, and then that was it. No more rare items. Let's go. He's well, I'm going to Intrana Island, guy. I don't know what you're up to. Probably gonna get hugged around that wall there. Is there? I don't think there's no requirement to get to Entrana, is there? Do you need to start the Lost City quest to get over here, or could you just speak to the monk and take the boat? I want to look that up now. Okay, so yeah, it is free. No quest requirement to get over here, or any requirements whatsoever. Mic was muted for a bit there, guys. I was talking to one of my daughters. They had a pretty good nightmare. They told me about it. Something about elimination. Uh, they got eliminated twice. It was a nightmare. One of their It's actually not a bad idea. I don't know what he's up to though. That's the question. Oh man, it reminds me of me when I was a kid, whenever I would have like awful nightmares. Like I'm talking about when I was like 5 or 6 years old, right? And yeah, I remember have some memories yet from that age. Go to my dad or in my mom's room and just tell them like that I had a nightmare, right? There were a few times though where my daughters would just like I'd be laying there sleeping there and then just in the middle of the night open my eyes up and then I would have like a black figure standing there in front of me. Yet it's just my one of my daughters standing there. I don't know. I'm like, what are you doing? And then they would tell me, oh, Daddy, I had a nightmare, I had a bad dream. We've got Ryu in chat saying, yo, those stats are wild. For a player that only has like 1200 plus hours in, sorry. Yeah, they're not bad at all. It's funny. It's funny how I really need to think like someone who just started, right? Yeah. Don't know where to start. That's that's. I remember when I started, I wasn't sure where I wanted to take this account. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just start training my combat level. Just like how I've always done it on my previous accounts. Like if you think back RuneScape 2 days when I started in 2005, like I fell in love with combat right away. I always thought it was awesome to see players that were 100 plus combat, even 90 combat. I found players that were 90 plus combat. Like I guess it was just cool to see the armor and the weapons they had too, like especially like the abyssal whip. So yeah, that's one of the reasons or two of the reasons why I fell in love with combat, training my combat level was just seeing the armor and the weapons that players had. I started my journey though as a free-to-play player for like more than a few months. So I played, I think, my first few months just as a free-to-play player. So and even full rune armor too was my motivation. Just seeing someone in full rune armor was pretty cool to see. Sorry about that. Yeah, is there a delay? I mean, no, there is. I don't know how long the delay is. I think it's like 30 seconds. Uh, you know what? Hang on. I can give you a run skimmy for sure. I know he's only level 3. I can give him a run skimmy. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Rup? Do you have a run skimmy? I'm gonna assume you're a pure in magic. Possibly. Trying to see what could help out this level 3. Oh, let's give him a run skimmy in the meantime. That doesn't look right. Why, I'm just dumb, aren't I? I, I'm having a brain fart like situation. Yeah, didn't I spelled that? I did spell that right. Yeah, I had to Google that, guys. I'm gonna say 20, yeah, 56. It's 2 laps. Interesting why you change your response to that guy. Oh, I see. When I mentioned the flax idea. Well, the thing about that is, oh my God, I forgot to bring myself. Ah, I'm an idiot. Forgot to bring essence myself. Yeah, so I changed my mind because, well, one, he did say himself that I didn't have to do that, but I think a rune skimmy is a nice starter item to have. Like, you don't want to be like waiting on someone on the market for something like that. You know what? It's no biggie, honestly, for me to even like help out someone. Um, like with a rune skimmy, um, anytime I see someone that's new to the game, I can't help but just like, okay, what can I give this player that's gonna help them later on or now even? It's times like that where I just like don't mind doing that at all. But I also want to give out tips too, such as picking the flax. I think picking flax for 1 hour is a great way to start your account because flax is like everyone's buying flax all the time.
All this time, I've been holding on so tight. 'Cause all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine. Just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes. Do you even eyes? Learning eyes. Do you even learning? Leave now, make your escape. You know the fortune favors the brave. So close, just get away. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost
It's
when I
hard as a
look
level
in
3
your
go to Catherby. That kind of makes me want to make a random upload now as a level 3 account and just kind of give out the as many tips as possible for a level like a. Oh, well, yeah, this whole runner situation, like I just, it's nice, but at the same time, it's gonna take a bit to. Whoa, hang on. Why does that look funny? You can take the boat from Port Sarim to Karamja, then boat to Ardi, then walk. But not everyone knows that. That is so true. That's such a good tip. Like, holy man, wouldn't I wouldn't even thought of that. I was thinking just complete the fishing contest quest to get over White Wolf Mountain. But that's smart. That's big brain gameplay. Think you need to give him glory to make it more efficient. Yeah, I guess I could have, but here's the thing. I think he said in chat already that he was going to do it like just a couple rounds to make up for the rune skim. That's really what he was doing here. Guess he doesn't want the law runes. That's okay. Oh my god. Um, oh my god, this is gonna take some getting used to. Like, tell me you never run, you never done like or hosted like a runners event. I don't know what to call it. That this is the first time I've done this. I know that when someone's hosting like something like this, they have a bunch of noted rune essence for runners. They also give them in return like the law runes, I think, and sometimes even double law runes or something if something that they could do. I don't know. I kind of want to host like a runners event, but at the same time, I don't know exactly what I would give out. Like maybe I could definitely give out the law runes for free, but I would like to add something to it too. Like I don't know what I would like to add to it. That's the question. Um, maybe I could add fire runes to it too. Maybe double fire runes and just the law runes on top of it. I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah, I guess that would work. Either double fire runes or maybe triple fire runes actually. What would that be? 27 times 3, 81 fire runes plus the law runes that I craft. I didn't know about the boat from Brimhaven to Artie for like 15 years. Oh, okay, so you just kind of recently learned that yourself. I'm still a noob. I learned it playing 04. I also used it a lot on my Iron Man. One second, guys. I do. I'm gonna log out for a few minutes here. One second. Something just came up. One second. All right, guys. Apologize for that one. I had to bring in some heavy items from outside. So if I sound out of breath, that's why, okay? Yeah, we recently bought some new like new bed frames and stuff, mattresses for for our daughters pretty much, and one of them is a bunk bed. Whew. You know, me being the only man in the house, so I do all the heavy lifting. My spouse helps out when she can, but a lot of it was pretty heavy. Like, I would say maybe in 1 hour or so, I will have to end the stream because of we're getting a family gathering, or we're getting together with other family, so we'll be doing that or getting ready for that at least in the next hour. So we got like 1 more hour of gameplay here. Double cosmic runes though, it's going to be nice once I have that unlocked. I think for the next stream, that's what we'll do. We'll spend the entire time like rune crafting cosmic runes in the next stream. Sir, what are you doing, huh? What you doing, guy? Let's see. We sold 950. No, we sold 1,260 seaweed today. In total, though, I think we've knocked out, let's see, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I sold like close to 3,000 seaweed by now, since I started. We'll go ahead and call it 3,000. It's pretty darn close to it. I know I sold like 800 the other day. Then I sold like 2 sets of 400 seaweed, so that's another 800. Um, so 1,600. 2.8k. We'll call it 2.8k for seaweed. We sold them for pretty much 800 each, so we made 2.2 mil now just from seaweed. I've also sold like about 4 or 5,000 law runes too while doing this too. All of this in less than 1 week, by the way. It's nice. It's a pretty chill way to make some GP, and as I said yesterday, I really enjoy the this method right now. I see there's like 2 other law rune crafters in this world, and it looks like I'm the only one that's collecting the seaweed. So that's nice, because if all 3 of us were doing this right now, I don't think it would work out. We would be fighting over the seaweed pretty much. What level is it for Cosmic Runes again? From 27, yeah, from 27. I think to get to 44 RC, it took me about 20 hours, and then another 10 hours to get to 54 Runecraft from 44. Yeah. We're so close to breaking the 50k stack of rune essence in the bank. I think in total, guys, I must have invested into 60,000 rune essence, and I also mined 7.5k on my own. So ever since I started this runecraft grind, sorry. Once we unlock double cosmic runes, like I said, we're going to do a couple streams at the cosmic rune altar. I think, and from there, um, after a couple of streams there, I think we'll go ahead and get back to law runes. I think the next thing that I unlock in runecraft will be 7 air runes per essence, which is at 66 runecraft. Death runes is 65 runecraft, but we don't have the death altar in 2004Scape. We're still a few revisions from that. I mean, when did that quest come out for death altar, the death rune altar? October 17th, 2005. Yeah, so definitely a few revisions away. It's funny that Mr. Bean here said that that's exactly too why I moved over to 2004Scape content was there's just way too many updates that were happening and I just don't recognize the game anymore. Like it's I said this already a couple times in my previous streams when it comes down to OSRS, man, like it used to be one of those games that I enjoyed very much and what really kept me around all those years there, like from like 2020 to like 2023 and 2024 even, was my free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man account, you know? Um, I played on my Iron Man account too in Members World, never made, I mean, I tried to make videos on that account, but it just didn't work out. I ended up stop doing that, or I ended up stopping that, and um, yeah, my last membership was last year, December 2025. Just called it there. For my Iron Man at least. My F2P UIM account, I still try to log in occasionally, but I don't know. Just even in free-to-play worlds, like there's just like way too many bots. Like way too many bots. Well, we finally broke the 50k rune as stack. Question is, am I going to buy more rune essence somewhere down the road? The answer to that is yeah, but 50,000 rune essence is still going to take me well over 2 months, I think, at this rate. You know, if I go do the math, 101 hours to get the stack done, which would take me probably, let me see. Oh, less than 2 months. 40 days if I play like 2.5 hours rune crafting per day. It would take me like 40 days, or just over a month to get that done. Right now, though, for this month, I can do 4 or 5 hour days, but once September starts, I will be back to like the 2.5, 3 hour window. We still have 94 attack that we have to knock out too, including defense. So, good old Intrana. My daughter got married here. Oh man, like I remember seeing a lot of those back then in 2005, 6, and even 7, where players would get married in game. I often wonder, or maybe I don't often wonder, but it's just a figure of speech, but I wonder if any of those players actually did remain together, even after all these years. I think it's like 2006, no, for 99 skill capes. You have a friend who met his wife on RuneScape and they've been together for over 10 years. Let's go. Hey guys, I was hoping to get this Runecraft level before the stream ended. I've got maybe 15 minutes left in me. Well, not necessarily in me, but 15 minutes left to get this level, and I don't think it's going to be enough to get it. So we're gonna have to get this level tomorrow. I do have to get going or start getting ready for a family gathering, if you will, and we'll be back tomorrow, I think. If not tomorrow, the next day. Right now we're on somewhat of a schedule, which is nice. Like, we didn't stream yesterday, but we streamed August 5th. We also streamed on August 3rd. And here we are now today on the 7th, streaming again. So almost like we got somewhat of a schedule going here. I can't promise for tomorrow, but maybe on the 9th, in 2 days from now, uh, we'll knock out another stream, and I'll save the level too. I'm not going to bother like logging in later today. Gonna be quite busy again. Won't be able to log in. Um, but I will see you guys on Sunday again for sure for another stream. We'll knock out 54 Runecraft. Sorry, 59. What am I talking about? 59 Runecraft, and then we'll get into some cosmic runes, double cosmic runes. I think that's gonna be nice. Cosmic runes still sell in the market pretty nicely, so we'll make some profit there, some better profit actually over there, I think. Cosmic runes do sell for like 250, 260 each, so one thing I wanted to get into as well is water rune crafting, but the profit is just not there at the moment. Reason being is because a lot of players are buying these too, water runes, believe it or not.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built
Yeah, guys, this is my last trip here. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I start um I gotta start getting ready here. All right, so we're ending it right now with over 5,000 law runes. We've sold, I think, just yeah, 1.2k seaweed today, and we broke the 50k rune essence stack. We'll be back tomorrow and do some, or maybe not tomorrow, but the next day on Sunday, we'll be back and knock out some more hours in Runecraft. Appreciate you guys all sticking around. Sorry that I wasn't doing a lot of talking, but you know how it is. Like streaming, it's totally different ball game. We'll see you guys though in the next one on Sunday. All right, take care as always, and bye.